Welcome back. Well, Yale Law School facing backlash after praising President Trump's Supreme Court nominee and Yale alum, Judge Brett Kavanaugh.
More than 200 students, staff, and even some alumni now calling for the school to walk back its praise in an open letter, writing, quote, "People will die if he is confirmed. We hope you agree your sacrifice would be worth it. Please use your authority and platform to expose the stakes at this moment and the threat that Judge Kavanaugh poses." He
is a threat. Yale Law School and campus reform correspondent Emily Hall is here to react. Emily, thanks for being here this morning. So let me show a little bit of the original press release that Yale put out, and it said, it said, I quote, "I've admired him for serving as a teacher and mentor to our students." That's one of the deans there. Another quote is, "He is a terrific judge. I love teaching his opinions because they are smart, thoughtful, and clear." Another professor at Yale. So these professors simply coming out and saying, hey, this is a qualified guy, yet others saying people are going to die.
Exactly. So we have our professors that came out in support of this nominee because Judge Kavanaugh has been a really valuable member of the Yale Law School community for many years. And I think they're logical people. I was nervous about going to Yale Law School because of the notoriety of how liberal the school is. But I was very impressed to see that my professors were willing to stand up, even against their own partisan interests, to support a nominee who's very clearly qualified for the position. Unfortunately, I've been really disappointed in my peers who aren't willing to do the same thing and support people regardless of their partisan affiliation.
Yeah.
It's disappointing that they won't acknowledge the real accomplishments of Judge Kavanaugh and the importance of the nonpartisanship of the judiciary.
Mm-hmm. So, Emily, I want you to hear this tweet from former Democratic aide Brian Fallon. He says progressives should keep a list of names of the sellouts at Yale and elsewhere who are right now trying to smooth a path for overturning Roe and gutting of the New Deal. They should be unwelcome in future Democratic administrations. What's your reaction to that?
I think, unfortunately, this is really indicative of the political climate today. And when people try to contribute to making the judiciary a more nonpartisan venture and supporting people across partisan lines based on their qualifications rather than just their ideology, they're put on these blacklists by Democratic operatives that, you know, are trying to make things into everything must be politicized today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that we see students taking after these Democratic leaders. We've also seen this at the very high level of Democratic leadership, with Chuck Schumer saying that, you know, all Trump nominees would be opposed by the Democratic leadership, regardless of who they were, before one was named.
Yeah, right out the
And
gates.
to that, campusreform.org did a video that I know you've seen on Fox and Friends, where students, before the nominee was named, was calling this nominee a racist, even though there was no nominee.
Of course, the unknown nominee was already a racist. Well, Yale, facing criticism, put this statement out. They said, "We are a nonpartisan institution. We routinely acknowledge high-profile nominations of our alumni. We did the exact same thing not so long ago when Justice Sonia Sotomayor of 1979 received her nomination." So Yale simply saying she was a liberal, we liked her. He's more conservative, we like him because he went to Yale. So they're, of course, just supporting their own institution.
Absolutely. It's in their interest to support their own alums. And I think it's really unfortunate that students are not willing to allow the university to be a non-political actor. And I think that incidents like these are why we see so many liberal universities today. When a university engages in activities like this, which are really not partisan at all, they get backlash from their own students, from their own alums, telling them that they must be more liberal actors.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not often that on Saturday morning I wake up and praise Yale, but good for you this morning, Yale. Emily Hall, thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. Keep it up. All right.